I'm here with Andrew Tackett. He won brown belt middleweight gold today at the No-Gi Worlds. Andrew, you had a lot of fights today. Talk me through your day.
I came in here with just a mindset of winning, and I did win, but I just want to tell you that bracket was freaking hard. Like, I could not have done that without, my God helping me, man. So glory to God, that was freaking tough. So I'll walk you through kind of my matches a bit. My first match, I was able to take my partner down. I was able to pass his guard and get a pillow choke on him. I submitted him decently fast. I was like, okay, I feel good. After that match, I was like, man, my neck's hurting a little bit. And then my second match, I just had an absolute scrap with this guy. Like, this guy was freaking tough, man. I don't know who he was, but he deserves freaking to be the best. So we had a scrap. I think I beat him by like 22 points, and he had one advantage on me. And so I took his back at the very end and submitted him in a rear naked choke. And after that match, I was just like, bro, my shoulder's hurting, my neck's hurting. I was like, what's wrong? I was like, whatever, let's keep fighting. My third match was versus Pierre, which is the Pan Am champion. And, I beat him, but, man, I missed a lot of position. Like, I almost had his back twice. I almost passed him like 3 times. I took him down in the beginning, so I got 2 points, and then I got 5 advantages for almost everything that I did. But, I ended up beating him. The time ran out, and I beat him by 2 points. But our match was a scrap as well. Like, Pierre's freaking tough, man. Let's see, my fourth match was against this one guy. I don't know his name, but I believe his Instagram's like Shaggy. He's freaking tough. We fought back when I was like a blue belt. We went the distance this time, but I beat him by like 26 points. And I was just all around, just really couldn't get a hold of him and sub him. He was just very tight, so I just kept racking up points. I ended up beating him, and after that match, I was just like, man, my shoulder, like I barely could lift it, and my neck, like I barely could turn it. So I was just like, all right, get through these fights. But then my semifinals match was my 5th match. I fought Kinta, and it was one of the hardest matches I've done in a while. Like, we were scrapping. He was shot on a double leg. I got a guillotine. I flipped him over, got 2 points for the reversal. And then I passed him, couldn't secure the back, got an advantage for that. He got an advantage for the double leg, and then I almost took his back, got another advantage for that. And then the rest of the match, it was just a scrapping, man. He ended up shooting on a double leg again, and I got a guillotine. And I was like, I can sweep him again. But he popped his head out, so he got 2 points for that takedown. And I had now 2 advantages on him. And the rest of the round was him just trying to pass me and me just trying purely just to survive and try to sweep him and get something going. The very last 18 seconds, I was able to wrestle up on his leg, and then the round ended with me holding his leg. Kenta's a freaking warrior, man. We absolutely scrapped. Respect to him. And then after this match, I was just like, man, I'm dying, like my neck and shoulder. And so then I went to finals match, and I ended up beating the guy by like a chicken wing. Like, I've never even done it before. I passed his guard. He went to turtle, and his head was between my legs. So I just took his arm and just pushed it, and he tapped. And I was like, okay, I guess I just chicken winged him. Like, who said bully moves don't work? But so I won gold. I'm very thankful. I really want to do the absolute, but man, there's just a voice in my head telling me not to. My shoulder, my neck. I don't want to I have a long career ahead of me, and I don't want to hurt myself now at brown belt and not be able to compete, next year I don't want to hurt myself. So I'm just trying to play it smart. So I'm not doing absolute, but I really want to. There's so many people out there that want to see me fight, the bigger guys, because I love fighting big guys. I believe that, my style matches up against them perfectly. These big guys, in my opinion, get tired faster because they have more muscles that need oxygen. But so I'm not going to do absolute this time. So, if I get my black belt sooner or later, I'm going to have to start racking up those points to do Worlds next year. So you guys, if you see me get my black belt, you'll see me at a lot of opens, just tearing it up out there. So gi and no gi, I'll be doing gi Worlds. I believe that's in April or May. June, it's in June. All right, I'm 2 months off. But yeah, so I'll be doing gi Worlds, hopefully gi pans. I'm just going to be trying to compete as much as I can next year. So that's kind of why I just want to settle down after. I don't want to hurt myself. So it stunts I just want to chill and compete as much as I can next year. So, man,
Yeah, it's always so fun to watch you compete. You're so well-rounded. You got great takedowns, great guard, great passing. But I notice you almost always take the back in almost all your matches.
Yeah.
So tell me about your back takes and why that's such an important skill set that you've put so much time into.
You know, when you're on someone's back, everything on them is looking forward and you're behind them. So it's very hard to attack you. You can't attack someone from the back unless you wrist lock them or like attack their feet. So you're in a pretty 100 to 0 position. So I think that's why the back is so dominant. You know, mount, the person's facing you. And why I like taking the back, because it's tiring defending the back. You know, when you're on someone's back, they have to clear the hooks. They have to hold your body weight when you're in turtle. They have to worry about not you pushing them over. You have to worry about them not pushing you over. So the back is a stressful position to be underneath. So that's why I like taking the back so much, because it tires out my opponents versus like passing their guard. They're like, okay, all he's trying to do is pass my guards. Versus he's trying to take my back. He could roll me over, sweep me. He could submit me. There's so many attacks. So it's just as stressful. And when you're stressed, you get tired faster. So I'm always fighting for the back. Not so much because it's the best position, but more so because it tires out my opponents. And all I'm doing is holding, so it doesn't really tire me out. And I love the back, man. It's when you, I don't know, I just like it.
Well, congrats on an amazing day. We're so
Thank
excited
you.
for you, so happy that you won gold, and we can't wait to see what's next.
Let's go, man. I really appreciate that I'm able to fight for this amazing tournament. You know, there's so many different opportunities that I'm just able to do. So, you know, I'm just thankful for my life. I'm thankful that I get to come out here and compete. And most of all, you know, I'm just thankful that IBJJF is still the coolest. Like, Worlds is so cool, man. I'm thankful that it's just still on top and that I can still come out here and just scrap and, you know, give it my all out there, because I did, man. I'm freaking tired.
Thanks again, Andrew.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.